you beat me here. It's kind of awkward. Well, you are here at Fauna, my little bunny rabbit. Looks like you've gotten away from me, but I have caught you, like the fox that I am. See, because Fauna is written. Just look it up. It's Ottawa Eats, and today we're talking about some of the best food in the entire city here at Fauna on Bank Street. So, did you find a place to sit already, or? Okay, I'll get us. So we're here with Doug. Doug, thank you so much for having us. And you have the nice blazer and everything. I like this.
Thank you.
Professional.
Try my best.
Yeah? You don't have to try. It's just a food show. It's fun. Tell us about this place, where it is, and why people want to come here.
We are at Fauna at 425 Bank Street. It's right at the corner of Bank and Frank, 1 block north of Gladstone. And you probably want to come here to eat dinner, drink cocktails, and have a great time.
Okay, so this is your place. This is your home, right?
Yep, me and a couple other guys.
Yeah,
we call this home.
You live here?
Spend our lives here, sleep in the basement.
Why this? How did you end up here? Maybe you one day wanted to be an astronaut, a dog trainer, I have no idea.
Race car driver, actually.
Yeah,
that was the big one.
All right, so how'd you end up in this racket?
My first job in the restaurant business was when I was 16 years old, washing dishes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it gave me a real sense of family. I really felt a part of something, felt really special to me, and I love going to work.
Right.
And that's, I think, why I'm still here, is I still love going to work.
You know, it's funny when you mention the dishwashing thing. On this show, we've seen at least a few people that were originally dishwashers. I think that's how they suck you in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is that what happened to you?
Pretty much,
yeah?
And just, to be very honest, I noticed there was a lot of ladies in the building.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, decided to get out of the dishwashing because, you don't smell very good at the end of the night. So.
Well, everything else does. That's the problem. You don't smell very clean, but the dishes are clean.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So along the way, obviously, you've learned some tricks of the trade, and here at this specific location, on Bank Street, by the way, what is the one signature thing that you would say you're most proud of, be it food, drinks, or otherwise?
I don't know if I don't like saying it's just one thing. That's, to me, going out for dinner or going out with friends, it's about all of it. It's about the food, it's about the drinks, it's about the atmosphere, and we're trying our very best to bring all those things together for everyone.
Right.
So you can have a great time.
Okay. So if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't in the restaurant business, I'd love to be a race car driver.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah,
you look like a race car driver.
I think I'm a bit too tall, actually.
Yeah. Really? Is tall a thing?
It's like being a fighter pilot. You need to be a bit shorter and smaller.
Okay.
So I'm tall.
What about the turtleneck that they always have to wear? I never understood that.
It doesn't look good on me.
No? You don't look like a turtleneck kind of guy.
Definitely not.
Okay, we're going to hop into the kitchen. We're going to find out what you guys make here. Is there anything special that we can expect today? Are you going to make something really rare that I've never seen before?
John's going to make some great food.
Okay.
That's I'm going to leave it at that for you.
All right. Do you ever bug him about the food?
Constantly.
Yeah?
Constantly.
Perfect. All right. Maybe we'll see some sort of yelling. That'll be good. Can you promise yelling?
I can certainly promise some jabbing and some stuff like that.
Small shoves.
Yes.
Perfect. It's Ottawa Eats. We're going to step into the kitchen next. No fancy blazers here in the kitchen, just a neato apron.
Just a nice apron.
Looks like you could be a blacksmith.
Kind of, it's got that old school blacksmith.
Want to shuck a horse or shoe a horse?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's kind of tough looking with the leather too.
Yeah, it is. Do you have any steel burns anywhere here?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. This is John. John, thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for coming in.
He's the master owner chef. That's what I'm going to go with. So you're master shoner.
All right, sure. Okay.
He's the man who makes all the meals here in this beautiful kitchen. Tell us about the 3 dishes that we're going to make today.
Today we are going to do a lamb tartare, a confit rabbit, and our steak dish.
Wow. Okay, so some very excellent choices. So what are we going to start with today?
We'll do the lamb first, since it's cold.
All right. So what goes into this dish, and why this dish specifically? How is this a signature for your restaurant?
Right now it's spring, and lamb is spring. So in here we've got some fresh Quebec lamb. We've got a bit of roasted lamb aioli, some shallots, and some fresh mint, salt and pepper. Pretty simple.
Right.
You want to taste the meat.
Okay. Is lamb a meat that you enjoy working with, or is there a certain type of meat that you are really fond of working with because of texture or how it cooks, or
I
just a specific reason?
I kind of like to switch it up all the time. I don't stick with any particular protein constantly. I think the customers appreciate a menu that changes. Mm-hmm. And we try to do that as much as possible and as seasonally as possible.
So this right here, you're essentially just shaping it right now?
Yeah, we're just putting it in the mold to shape it.
Okay.
Nice presentation.
Now what's included in this this mixture right here? What are all the different ingredients that you put, or is that a secret?
Nope.
You can say back off, Tom, none of your business.
It's a lamb aioli, so we roast off the fat from the lamb that we trim down. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of getting the texture of raw lamb, but it tastes like roasted lamb because of the aioli we use.
Okay.
Which is kind of a neat trick, I guess you could call it.
So for a dish like this, who would do the testing for something like this?
We usually bring a plate on. We start trying to do it a couple days before it goes on the menu. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it does go right onto the menu, depending on how busy we are. And then the customers get to test it.
Oh, okay. Trial and error, I like that.
Yeah. So that's a quail egg right there, in case you're wondering.
Wow, you have such delicate touch for something like that. I'm a bit of a, what's the word, klutz? So I wouldn't do very well with that. So how many of those would you put on? Just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
The idea is to kind of mix it into the meats. These are pickled ramps, which I went and picked myself.
Really?
Yep. They are, the season is pretty much over now, but they're delicious. I love them. I like going out to get them.
Where would you find something like this?
These are from the Kempville area.
Okay.
They're delicious, pickled. When they're really young, I like to do them sautéed, but these are now for the pickling size of things.
Is there a certain vegetable that you really look forward to every single year whenever it comes in season that you really like to work with?
I think with Ottawa winters, I really enjoy the spring stuff, even though the season is very, very short, because we sort of go into summer almost instantly here in Ottawa.
Right, yeah. Insta summer.
Yeah.
From straight cold to searing heat.
Turn on the air conditioner. But when they're here, I like to go to use them as much as possible.
So what are these different sauces that you've put on the dish here?
We've got some preserved lemon, which kind of goes with the Middle Eastern kind of lamb theme. We've got some mint, which is classic with lamb.
Right.
And this is puffed rice. We put that on for crunch instead of the usual bread or crostini. A little healthier. And then we've got some harissa that we made out of smoked poblano peppers.
It looks very much like a painter's palette.
A little bit with the dots on it.
Yeah? Do you ever paint with this?
Would
be delicious.
We do use little spreaders. I don't have one in front of me right now.
You could eat your creation.
There you go.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, beautiful. So a nice, simple, quick dish, and this would be basically somebody that would a sharing kind of appetizer, or is this for somebody on their own?
I'm a big eater, so I would say it's just for me. But I mean, the idea is to get a multitude of plates, and you can try a bit of everything.
All right, perfect. So if they're looking for this on the menu, it's called
lamb tartare.
All right, very simple. There you go. Nice and fresh start here on Ottawa Eats. So we're on to dish number 2, and this time it involves rabbit. Not exactly probably the most common meat that you would see on a dinner table these days.
No, but it's good for spring. Again, we try to stay very seasonal here. And there's a lot of rabbit farmed in this part of the country.
Can I tell you really quick?
Go for it.
So when I was growing up, the only time we had rabbit, Easter.
Really?
Yeah.
So you ate the Easter bunny.
Yeah. My dad would be, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, we eat the Easter bunny. No chocolate for anybody. So very Swiss upbringing and really twisted sense of humor.
That's good.
So you're bringing back some painful memories for me.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is I Will Cry.
A little childhood trauma.
I'm sure you've had a few. Tell me about yours.
This was Bouncy.
Oh.
This was his name.
You want to tell me about any of your problems from your childhood?
They're a little darker than eating rabbit.
Okay. We'll just... we'll continue with the show then. So this is an absolutely brilliant color. What is going on in here?
This is a barley risotto. The super bright green comes from the ramp leaves that are pureed into it. Again, ramps may be my favorite vegetable of all time, or definitely up there.
Where would you find that?
Again, it is a secret location, but
Oh.
you kind of got to go in the forest and just look around.
I have this picture of you traipsing through the forest with a little bucket of things.
Trespassing
Yeah.
heavily on other people's
Yeah.
property.
Oh, that guy's back again. That John guy's back again.
That was just a little dehydrated tomato powder.
what's-
And this is olive oil that we mixed with tapioca maltodextrin to turn into a solid.
Right. So I've never heard of that before. That's pretty impressive.
They're cool. It's actually a very easy thing to do. You just have to buy the two ingredients and mix them together.
Really?
Yep. It's not so bad.
See, some of us have problems with craft dinner and screwing that up and reading the instructions on that. So you make it sound very simple. I like that.
So this rabbit leg was confit, which means cooked in duck fat. And then we deep fry it after the fact to get a nice crispy exterior and a really soft braised interior.
What's the? Is this just a reduction or what is
It's
this?
it's a jus. In this one there is rabbit, lamb, veal, and pig. Oh, and chicken.
Oh.
So we do a lot of butchery here. So we take the carcasses, make stocks out of them, and then reduce it down to a meat jus.
Now I've noticed. I mean, all these different ingredients that you've put in there. I haven't seen anything come out of a bag or a labeled container. Is this something that you're doing? I don't want to say downtime, but you're always making your own sauces and everything.
Yes, everything is made.
Okay.
Here. Nothing bought in. The peas they're from Leamington, Ontario. We actually shuck the peas by the bushel.
Wow,
blanch them.
who gets that chore?
We all do it. It's actually not bad. You get 4 guys, you stand in a circle, and you just go at it.
And how much beer is consumed during the shucking of?
It happens after service, so there's some beer for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to be uncoordinated when you're doing that, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so now, of course, you make a lot of these, if not all of them, I mean, in-house. Is there ever something that you've put together, a sauce or a side dish, and you've gone, you know what, this just isn't very good, or you?
We definitely tweak things. I would have to say I've never put anything out that I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. But we try something and they know this would be better. Let's do that instead.
Okay.
But we try to keep the food. We use a lot of good technique, but we do try to keep it fairly simple. Nothing too out there.
Right. So
nice, simple presentation, good, fresh ingredients.
with all the different seasonal items that you do have and you put together on the menu, do you ever get anything that's out of season because by special request, or you try to stay within the season?
We try to stay within season. I mean, once in a while, to treat ourselves, we'll bring something in that doesn't go around here. We have baby corn on the menu right now from California, and we actually had it flown in.
Oh,
which
really?
Is somewhat ridiculous.
Did it get its own seat?
But yeah, pretty much. But yeah, perfect little baby cobs of corn.
Oh, okay.
We do it with a spot prawn boil up, sort of like a crawfish boil. But
Right. Okay. So if you had to classify this as a nationality of some kind, this dish would be based on what?
I mean, it's Canadian and it's French.
Okay.
It's all local product. I mean, it's confit, so clearly that is French.
All right.
I mean, a barley risotto, a little bit of Italian. But
I can honestly say that is the most colorful barley risotto I've ever seen in my life.
it's the ramp puree.
Yeah.
It's very bright green.
All right. And that's it? You're done with this?
That is it.
Okay, so there you go. And if people are looking for this on the menu, the name would be?
I just think it's called rabbit.
Yeah. So order the rabbit. Or, just this amazing green side dish that's with it. That's unbelievable, the barley risotto. So there you go. Dish number 2 is down. Dish number 3 is coming in. What's number 3?
Number 3 is our steak dish.
All right, so we're going to close with some steak. Am I doing something in the third one?
Yes, you're going to put this stuff on the plate.
That's not good.
You want some practice?
No.
Just go for it.
So here we are. We're in the kitchen. Thanks for watching Ottawa Eats. This is John, and he's basically. What are you doing right now?
I am basting hanger steaks in butter and some rosemary.
Oh, great. Do you always use the whole rosemary?
Yeah, because that way it doesn't get stuck to the food,
Okay.
and you just pull it off. And
Right.
eating a whole piece of rosemary
I've done that before.
is not super pleasant.
No, it's quite unpleasant.
Yeah.
I thought it was garnish, and that you could eat it, and it didn't work out very well.
Yeah, I don't really like to put things on the plate that shouldn't be eaten.
Because when a lot of people cook with rosemary or different herbs, they'll just use it from the shaker, right? If
Yeah.
you're using it at home. But if you have the option and you have something like this, it's better to cook with something like this because it doesn't burn as easily, probably.
It doesn't burn as easy. It gives the fresh taste as opposed to the kind of dried out flavor.
Right. Yeah.
Dried spices are, I think, only really meant for like rubs and barbecue rubs, something you put on a product and then grill it.
Right.
For this kind of thing, I think you have to go fresh or else it doesn't taste right.
So there's a couple of ingredients with this dish. As you can see, you've got, 4 different pots and pans on the go here.
So this is a warm potato salad. It's got a little bit of blue cheese, a bit of bacon, a little bit of kale.
Wow, it smells amazing. It's got that real kind of, I don't want to call it pungent, but it's got a really sharp smell to it.
Well,
It's nice.
that's the blue cheese for sure. Now, I love blue cheese and steak. Some people might not, but
So this is almost your spin on the traditional steak and potatoes.
it is. It's pretty straight up. Yeah, give it
Wow, that is awesome. So how much blue cheese would you put in proportion to that many potatoes right there? Just a little bit to give it the flavor?
We do a big batch at once because we're a restaurant, but I would say if you're going to do this amount of potatoes, like just a nub of blue cheese, like that big,
Goes a long
and
way.
that's good enough. And then your bacon as well. These are some cherry tomatoes. This dish is more bordering on summer because we're heading into summer. These are from Suntech Greenhouses in Manotick. Again, try to be as local as possible.
Now, why do they, I'm going to ask you a weird question. Why do they look like that?
We peel them.
I was going to say, where's the skin? Why do you peel them?
Cherry tomatoes get very hot. And if you don't peel them, I find somebody's going to take a bite
And then it
and
explodes.
insanely hot liquid is going to go all over
Like
somebody's mouth.
magma.
They are really, really hot.
The magma thing.
And I'd rather not burn my customers. It's probably...
Look at you, all thoughtful and stuff. You're not fooling anybody.
So then asparagus, another, springtime ingredient.
Is that the only vegetable that makes your pea smell?
Yeah, and apparently it's not the vegetable. It's... Some people can't smell that smell. So it's
What?
It's a strange genetic predisposition whether or not you can smell the asparagus pea smell.
Does it mean anything? Does it mean you're
No.
smarter if you can or can't?
Can you?
I can?
Then you're smarter.
Oh, that's fun.
These are morel mushrooms, another must on a spring menu.
Where do you
in my
find
opinion.
those? I've never seen. They look like little mountains.
You can get them here. We have had an absolutely terrible year for them because it's been so dry.
Right.
Usually I have a spot where I can get a few pounds out of, and this year I went 0.
Oh, really?
I'll go check one more time, and then I'll call it quits for the year.
So at this point, you're just basically slicing the steak?
Yeah. We let it rest a little bit.
Okay.
It was cooked sous vide to make it nice and tender. I find it also helps keep the meatiness of the hanger. Hanger's a really meaty cut. I love it.
Is there a certain cut of meat that you would love to work with that you haven't yet?
I'm trying to think.
I assume that you probably worked with pretty much everything.
I mean, I've worked with quite a few ingredients. Outside of like endangered animals, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do any of that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of the jus. We finished most of our meat dishes with it.
Wow, absolutely brilliant. Look at that color.
And this is dehydrated ramp leaf. If you want to taste it, sort of tastes like sour cream and onions, I find.
I'll just try a pinch. Pinch goes a long way.
Yeah, it's quite flavorful.
Why don't they make chips flavored like this?
It would be very, very, very expensive.
There's your answer. So it would not be $2.99 a bag.
No.
Okay.
You want to put some blue cheese and
Oh,
on it?
is this the thing?
This is the thing.
And this is pressure sensitive? What am I
It
doing?
is. You're going to put it, I like to put it right in the little nooks around the dish. It's a blue cheese foam.
So this is really sensitive.
It's
so
very sensitive,
Am I going to
yes.
blow this right off the plate?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, God.
Get closer to the plate, I would suggest.
Closer to the plate?
And there you go. That's
How's
good.
that? Oh, God. I'm so terrible. How's that?
That's good.
Enough?
Put a couple more.
A couple more right next to each other?
And I'll go over there.
Oh, see, this is why you're in charge.
Not bad. And put another one right
I'm so
there.
terrified of this thing right now. I'm afraid I'm gonna blow some steak right into the cameraman's lens. That's
There
a
you
little
go.
ugly looking, but whatever. Hey! Can I,
Nicely done.
what happens if I actually shoot it? Does it fly in the air?
Oh yeah, it goes all over the place. You can try it if you like.
Will you clean it up?
Sure. Or you can shoot it in the sink if you want to see how pressurized it is.
Can I just shoot it on my hand?
Or you can do a whip it with it if you want.
Like just eat it?
Yeah.
Can I put my mouth on it?
I would shoot it into your mouth. If you open it right up, it'll go. I would get a little closer.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And really surprising.
Yeah.
Do I look like an idiot?
No. You didn't even get any on your face. It was a good
Ooh!
shot.
It's on my hands though. So, yeah. Well, that was fun with blue cheese. How do you not play with that all the time?
Oh, we do.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It happens.
Okay, so this is it?
That's it.
And this beautiful dish, this is?
This is our steak dish. Like you said, our take on steak and
All
potatoes.
right. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. So come on down and check out these amazing dishes. And if they're nice, they might let you play with the blue cheese gun. I think I got some up my nose.
Or it went in your mouth and then
Yeah.
your nose. Possible.
Yeah.
It's pretty pressurized stuff.
What an odd smell right now. It's so weird.
Just inundated with blue cheese.
Yeah. So that's been our experience here this week on Ottawa Eats. But to finish things off, we're going to have Doug here make us a beautiful drink. And what's this called?
It's called the Blue Sea.
Okay, so what's in it?
We have in this little container here about an inch of muddled cucumber, a little smidgen of this Thai bird's eye chili. We have grapefruit juice, lemon juice, black pepper, simple syrup, and we're going to throw in some beautiful Canadian Ungava gin. That's 2 ounces of that.
Wow.
These are stiff.
Okay.
We don't mess around around here.
No, you don't.
Ice.
Should mention that he's not the one who usually makes this drink.
I am definitely not.
No, it's Jordan who does it?
Julian.
Julia, okay.
Yeah.
He looks like a pro though. That's the best part. Wow. Okay. You look like you know what you're doing.
I used to know what I was doing.
You can bartend at my parties anytime.
Be happy to. On the rim there, we have some dehydrated grapefruit rind and sugar.
All right.
So the two of those together, delicious.
And there you go. That's a beautiful looking cocktail. It's like you knew what you were doing. It's like you run the place. Or
I like to
something.
pretend I know what I'm doing.
All right. Hey, let's talk real quick about the name of this place. What's the secret behind it?
Fauna. Fauna means animals, essentially, within a particular region. So around here, you'd be talking about raccoons and deers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It came from John, the chef. We actually had a different location in mind originally. It was actually Fauna on Flora. So John does a lot of foraging. He's out there in the fields all the time
Yes, he
trying to
does,
find
yeah.
different stuff. And that's basically where it came from.
All right, so there you go. Twitter handle that people can find you at, Instagram, all that good stuff.
At Fauna Ottawa across the board for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right, so thank you for watching Ottawa Eats. Fauna on Bank, not Flora, on Bank.
On Bank.
Yeah, just north of Gladstone, it is?
Just north of Gladstone.
All right, so there you go. So I'm going to try some of this stuff. Thanks for watching Ottawa Eats. You make one heck of a drink, but I'm going to try the food first because otherwise John would yell at me. Oh, this is going to be good. Absolutely stunning. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.